Andrew McCart, IFLTV, delighted to be joined by the Bibmeister himself, Luke. Bibby, Luke, like Tyler Jolly mentioned it up there, you are the busiest man in boxing right now, aren't you?
Yeah, I must be the busiest prospect in Britain, at least, isn't it? I'd say so. Yeah, just taking every opportunity I can really get and just staying active. I mean, it's not even been a year since I've been pro, and I've had 8 fights, and I've got my 9th coming up in February. So yeah, loving it.
Not just that, you're 11 fights, 11 months in as a pro, your 8th fight, your 9th's on a huge card live on the BBC, but you've also fought out in Saudi Arabia on the Fury and Usyk fight week, not the undercard, the fight week on the Wednesday, but you stayed the fight week and you've got to experience what a big, huge fight week is like in Saudi Arabia. So what was that experience like for you?
Oh, that experience was just phenomenal. The whole thing, from getting the phone call on the Thursday night to flying out on the Sunday, having to go home on the Sunday, come back on the Monday because the airport shut down, fly out on the Monday, arrive Tuesday, fight, and then all of a sudden I'm there around all these names and just taking it all in. And obviously get to go to the fight, the Fury Usyk rematch on the Saturday night and up the road. It all happened so fast, and I'm just so grateful for Billy to get me that opportunity.
How do you stay grounded for such a young fighter? I mean, like I say, when you look at that table up there, the Jake Lemons, the Martin Bakoles, the Tyler Jollies, even my young fighter Lewis, which is around there somewhere, they've not experienced that yet. They've not got the joys of going to LA. You've been to LA as well, got that fight week, so they've not had the joys of seeing all these superstars and experiencing a huge fight like that. But so how do you stay grounded as a young fighter, right? You're still only a prospect. How do you stay grounded and level-headed?
Yeah, for me it's easy because I'm nowhere near in my mind where I can be in the sport. I want to be a world champion. I want to be one of the best. So being around these people just motivates me to when I get to that level and headline these shows and bring big nights back to Scotland as well. And get out when I'm out in these places like LA, Saudi, and I'm around all these people that have made it. I'm like, I want to be there. So it just gives me that motivation to get up early, run, train, do everything I've meant to do, and leave no stone unturned, as they say. Yeah.
Well, you don't leave no stone unturned because I've seen you've been back sparring Josh Taylor again.
Yesterday,
I just spoke to my old coach, Terry McCormack. Good work. I mean, southpaw against southpaw. Sometimes they can negate each other, but I'm guessing with your work rate and Josh Taylor's work rate, that's a pay. You'd pay to watch that spar, right?
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Like usually if you have two southpaws, a lot of times the styles don't match, but our styles match, and it's pay-per-view sparring, I'd say. Yeah.
Who gets the better? Come on, who gets the better?
I can't say something like that, but really, really good high work rate, like both blowing, just going for it, man. It's great to watch.
Good stuff, and it's good to see that you're putting in that work because, like I say, even though you've got to experience all these big events, you do work hard and you do deserve it. There's nobody that probably works harder than you because you're never at the gym. You never eat the wrong foods. Well, maybe you have the odd McDonald's, KFC every now and then. Maybe. But you're always running. You're always traveling for sparring. You're always putting in the work. So you do deserve it because you do put in the work. So when you look at this, you've got a big fight, a good fight happening on February 8th, 2025. How does that look for you?
For me, I'm ready for titles and opportunities. I'm just listening to Billy, my coach and my manager as well, and just taking everything as it comes, and whatever comes up, I'll be ready. I mean, I want these shots. I've been pushing for these title fights, and I'd love to have all these big Scottish showdowns, but listen, if it doesn't happen, it's not up to me. I'm ready. I'm willing to fight anyone, and this year's going to be big. And with Spencer Brown behind me as well now, thankful for him to get me on that show in Saudi as well. I just feel like I'm going to have a massive year, and it all starts in February 8th.
Definitely, and like I say, you're an action-packed fighter, but you mentioned signing with Spencer Brown, and I mean, that's a good opportunity for you as well because Spencer right now is probably behind maybe His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh is the second most influential man in boxing right now, so to have him behind you must be exciting.
Oh, very exciting, man. It just reminds me, right, stay ready because you never know when these opportunities are going to come up again. You know what I mean? That one was 6 days notice. It might be the same again, so I've just got to keep my head down, keep focused, and do everything right and have no regrets and just get after it this year. And when the fights do come for the titles and that, hopefully very soon, lay some Bibby beatdowns on them, and a Bibby beatdowns. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm really looking forward. I know I'm going to be a serious threat and that lightweight. I'm going to cause some serious damage.
Martin Bakole, though, I've got to touch on Martin Bakole.
Yeah.
I mean, when you see the opportunity in the fights that I talked about with him, like with Anthony Joshua's, Efia Jagbuzz, Zhang's, all these guys he's been mentioned in the ring with. For you as a young fighter, what sort of inspiration do you draw from him?
Oh, it's amazing. I'm in the gym with him every morning now, so we're really good pals, and just being around him and the way that everyone's talking about him now, we've all known it for years. The way everyone, he's finally getting his forward a wee bit, and folk are really taking note of him now. And I think, especially with Turkey Al Sheikh getting behind him as well now, like the fights are going to happen because it's not a problem anymore. Like they can put the fights on for him. So I'm really looking forward to seeing, as long as he keeps focused and keeps training hard, which he does. You know, it's going to be a massive couple of years for Martin. Like.
Definitely, and like he's still a young heavy. Let's be honest.
He's only 32, but you've seen like heavyweights don't mature till mid-30s. You know what I mean? So, yeah, very, very exciting times for him. Like,
I saw the face-off with Anthony Joshua and Martin Bakole, man. That's a fight, right? This is going to be a biased question, but a silly question to ask you. What would happen in that fight?
Yeah, I think Martin would walk through him. Yeah, definitely. I think he'd stop him, probably mid-rounds. Yeah, I'd love to see that fight. I'd love to see it in Africa as well. That'd be class.
Definitely.
Get me an undercard.
I was going to say get you on the undercard because you do travel. Come chill, don't travel. One final one from me, Luke. I mean, this Gladiators, you've probably seen it out there. I don't think you were on the last bill, were you?
No, I was, yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you were, yeah.
I'm on every bill.
You're on every bill. That's a stupid. I don't know why I thought that. Yeah, back at it again. What arena to be on? So what's going to happen February 8th?
Oh, another great performance. And now, to showcase my talent, showcase my skills, and I think it's another 6-rounder. But listen, take this fight, go put on a great show for my fans coming through to support me, and on to the next. Just keep busy again. You know, I've been incredibly active this last year, and I want to keep it going this year and step up the levels.
Definitely. Listen, you keep doing what you're doing. I'm sure the titles will come your way. Look, thank you so much, man. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you, champ.
Cheers.